You know who it is. Big Ty Russ coming to you live and direct. Today's workout consisted of some light chest. What you're actually watching right now is my first time bench pressing since surgery, and I actually felt pretty good doing it today. If you see, I'm using light weights. I have 25 plates on each side. You don't need, you don't need to put all the heavy weight on there in order to get a good pump in the chest. And that's one thing that, having as many surgeries as I've had, I've learned to get great workouts and, see great improvement with just minimum weight, but, a lot of reps in proper form. As you see here, I added 45 plates, and this was my first time. This was actually my first time being able to use the incline bench and not have any pain, and since about last year sometime. I had surgery on my shoulder in January, and I was unable to do anything in regard to my chest or my shoulder, especially fronts. As you see, I was a little pumped because it felt good. It felt good to be able to get on the bench and do a little bench pressing. And yeah, so I got a nice little pump, just warmed up with the incline barbell presses, and then I moved on to the chest press machine. A lot of machines, ever since I've had surgery, and my recovery consists of a lot of machines and a lot of dumbbells. Today was my first time actually stepping up and touching the barbells, but I usually just work out with dumbbells and machines while I'm recovering. This exercise that I'm doing now is just a chest press. I started with lightweight, and I just wanted to get a good squeeze in my chest, a good squeeze in my triceps without affecting my bicep too much. The good thing about chest exercises is you usually use your triceps instead of your biceps, so it kind of works out for me doing chest. But this was my first time actually doing a real chest workout, and not worrying about, things hurting. I actually felt good the entire workout. I felt a lot better than what I thought I would feel. Just when you're going through recovery, it's always important for you to be smart. Like a lot of weights that I was using, the weight actually felt light, but I do a lot of reps. Like I would just, instead of doing the normal 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, I push it to 12 to 15, and I make sure that I'm squeezing my chest and I'm squeezing, my triceps in the movement. And I'm also trying to work, I'm tightening up my bicep also, just so I can see, how far I can push it. On this last set, I didn't want to use the block. I wanted to see how I felt without using the block. So I decided to go without the block, and it actually still felt pretty good. With this, along with all chest exercises, what you want to do is you want to practice keeping your chin up. You want to keep your chin up so you can hit the chest more. When you drop your chin, you kind of take the pressure off of your chest and you start to use arms more. But when you keep your chin up, as I have to continuously remind myself, you get a better squeeze in the chest and you end up using the chest muscles a lot more, keeping your chin raised. Third exercise that I did was pec deck flies. I've been actually doing pec deck flies for the last 3 weeks now. And at one point, it was the only thing I was doing for my chest. But now I'm able to touch the dumbbells and the barbells. So, I'll be doing a lot more of everything else. But I will still continue to use the pec deck machine. I love the squeeze that I can get, as long as, again, you keep your chin raised. You can get a good pump just by doing the pec deck flies. Also, I was using lightweight. I think this set I was on 100, just 100 pounds, nothing crazy, and it also shows that you don't need heavy weights. A lot of people have been requesting workouts from me that consist of light weights, and I'm using at the current time, and I will be for the next few months, all light weights, a lot of reps, Muscle under tension produces growth, you know. So you can still build a top-notch physique without using 500, 600, 700 pounds. You know, as long as you learn how to tense up your muscles and use whatever muscle you're working, use it, you know, during the movement, you should be fine. You know, don't let anyone tell you in order to get, you know, the body that you're looking for, you need to lift heavy weights. And this is why the workouts that I send out, I also send to women, because you can adjust the weight accordingly. You know, the actual weight should not affect your form or your technique, and that is how you develop the best body. Practicing on perfect form, practicing on your technique, you know, and paying attention to your nutrition as well. So as you see here, it's starting to get a little tight for me. I increased the weight to about 130, and I felt great, you know, but cutting my rest time as well. So resting only maybe 30 seconds in between, and then I was going. And I finished up today with some high intensity interval training, low here, just jogging on the football field, doing some suicides. You know, I would do about 10 yards, and then I would skip a line, and then, you know, go there, and then the final burst is a burst of speed. To me, in my personal opinion, this is the best way to do high intensity interval training. I mean, yeah, you can use the Stairmaster and you can use the treadmill, but getting outside and running outside, there's nothing like it, you know, and your body will respond much faster than it would if you was just to stick with the treadmill or stick with the Stairmaster. I did 3 sets. I actually just recorded one, but I'm sorry, I recorded 2 sets, but 3 sets, and I felt like I ran for an hour, literally. Like, my body, just getting outside and running and taking in the fresh air, my body appreciated it, and, you know, I felt like I got a good workout. So make sure you get outside, you know, and get your high intensity interval training. Just, you know, start low or medium jogs, and then take a full burst of speed, you know, and then, you know, regroup. That was it for the workout today. My workout today lasted about an hour. It was a very good workout. And for more tips, email me, bigtyruss@me.com. Follow me on Instagram, bigtyruss, and Facebook and Twitter, the same thing. I hope everybody's having a blessed day, and go hard 365. Never settle. First form.